Good morning, magical friends. Welcome to The Lover of Butterbeer. Last night, Butterbeer and I watched the new episode of Wizards of Baking. It was so good. We sat back, put the fire on, had a bowl of popcorn, and cuddled up and watched our two favorite twins host one of our new favorite shows. Yep, the Weasley twins are the ones that are hosting the new Wizards of Baking show. This is only episode 2, so if you missed episode 1, I'm sure you can stream it. In Canada, it is on Crave, and in the US, it is in the Food Network. I am not sure where it is on other parts of the country, but I highly recommend you look for it, and so you can get caught up on the latest episodes because it is really, really good. The bakers are unbelievable. They do such massive scale pieces of our favorite scenes from the wizarding world. Last night's episode was based around Gringotts, which sounds as cool as it was. They had the different teams dueling against each other in last night's episode. They had been given different parts of the bank and they each had to make their own idea and design of what they thought that section would look like in cake and chocolate. It was magical. They had a special guest. Can any of you guess who that special guest was last night? Yes, Grip Hook himself, Warwick Davis. It was so much fun. He also played Flitwick and the bank teller from the very first Harry Potter when he went and got the Philosopher's Stone out and got Harry's gold. So the episode started in the main hall at Gringotts with that massive chandelier and all the goblin tellers lining all the way down the side, and then the main desk at the end. It was so cool. Warwick Davis was one of the special guest judges on the episode, so he also got to taste all of the wonderful chocolates and cakes that they had made. Once the bakers headed back to their baking stations, they had a little trunk sitting on the baking table, and they opened it and they found out that they were going to be dueling against other bakers. So they broke them into 3 categories this week. They had to go head to head dueling against each other. Then at the end, when they'd finished baking their wonderful masterpieces, they would go against each other. So the 3 sections that they had was tunnels and carts. You know, down underneath Gringotts, we've got all of the tunnels and the carts that shoot off all over the place. The vault. So obviously we had the vault where we kept the Philosopher's Stone, or we had the Strange's vault or Harry's vault. So you had the vault section, and they also had the main hall. So that's where we have the chandelier and the tellers and the main desk at the end. So 2 teams would go head to head against each other with their main hall design, and they had tasting elements, they had Revelio challenges, so they had to hide an item and it had to appear, give anything away aside from you need to watch it. It's really cool. And they would go against each other, and the best one out of those 2 would get a guaranteed spot to move on to next week's episode, whereas the second runner-up would then be in danger of elimination. And so they did that with each section. And then once all 3 sections had gone, then they whittled it down and they sent somebody home, which is very sad, but we know that is what happens on these kind of shows. Someone always goes home at the end of an episode. So next week for episode 3, we will be down to 5 bakers. Butterbeer and I can't wait to sit back and watch a new episode next week. Hope you've enjoyed my little micro review of the Food Network's Wizards of Baking. Next week we will be doing another episode, and I cannot wait to watch all the way through to the end. If you are new to our channel, please hit that subscribe button right down in the corner. We'd love to have you join us over here at our magical family.